So this is Medvedin by Midas MGS. It's 112.30 megabytes to download, and the description there says, "Welcome to Medvedin map. The map is based only on my imagination. Map contains 2 empty areas for building construction, 42 fields including 8 meadows, 10 sale points, 11 production buildings, sawmill, 3 forests, land pre-purchased, 1 village, and in new player mode you get a pre-built farm with machines. Have a lot of fun." So let's go and check it out. And here we are. This is where you start off in all 3 modes down at the shop. This is what the map looks like. It's not a huge map, but it's a very cool map. I do like this map. I'm pretty sure it was on FS19, but it was out before I started YouTube, so I don't recall doing a map tour on it. But this is the map anyway. On the outside of the map we've got some cool little decoration, some sheep up there, and the rest of the animals, and we've got a nice Zeta tractor down there. But this is the map. Like I say, quite a lot going on in this area. Our main farm is actually up here because I am in new farmer mode. I think what we'll do is I'm going to go all through these bits and here and here. We'll go up to the main farm and we'll go through slot counts, and I'll talk you through the other 2 modes and all that sort of business when we get there. But there's not too much up this side of the map. But in new farmer mode we start off with obviously this area. We also get field 21. That is all one plot. That is 194,169 to buy. You do get a tiny, well, I say tiny, when we get up there you'll see it. It's quite a decent chunk of forestry down the bottom there that you start off with, and they are some nice looking trees. The field prices, they are a little bit expensive for a small map, but they are some good sized fields. So I think 27 was the most expensive. That is 792,000 just over. We've got some smaller ones like 11. That's 151,000. 32, 450,000. 6 is quite a big one. 738, like so. We do have the 8 meadows, as it says. If I turn on grass, it makes them a bit clearer. So it's these. I counted them up. That tallies up to 8. And that is where they get a little bit cheaper. I mean, you don't have to keep them as grass fields. So 47, that's only 60 grand. 46, 90, 87. This one up there, 98. 76, 65, 71, and this was another one, 41,000 for that one. That's not a bad size field down there. The 3 forest areas they talk about, we've got one just behind our farm, that's 85,000. This is the biggest one, 147,000, so that's not too expensive because you are going to make that back in no time at all. There's this little one up there, that is 44,000. The 2 placeable areas, or construction areas as they call them, this one here, which does actually come with field 41, that is 130,000 just over, and this one, oddly enough, comes with field 39, and that's 158,000. So I think that's a pretty good deal really. You're getting a field and a nice big area. Again, we'll check that out a bit later. You can't buy any of the areas where the sale points and production chains are, and there's a couple of little bits like that you can't buy. There's no outside of the map, so that is basically it. I think I've covered that bit. Let's click off of that. Let's turn grass off because it gets a bit you know what. There is contracts available on here, as you can see, and there is no collectibles on here. It doesn't say any collectibles. There is nothing modded in or added in by the map maker. It's all sort of base game standard stuff. The painting textures, again, nothing we haven't already seen. There is a few of them though. We've got animal mud, asphalt, concrete, dirt, forest ground, grass, dry grass, gravel, rock and granite, and that is it. What I did notice is we do have a good selection of farmhouses though. So you've got the sort of trailer one, and then you've got all the farmhouses from the base game map. So you've got Oak Belleron, Elm Creek's house, Erlingrat, and then this guy, I think that got added in with one of the updates, didn't it? In fact, that's just a garage, isn't it? I don't know why that's in farmhouses. There you go. Right, another thing to note, there is no BGA on here, but you can always place one down yourself and just take over a field or one of those placeable areas. So that's all that bit out of the way. So like I say, we start off down here at the shop. It's the shop, I think, from Oak Belleron. So your shop menu's just there. And then we do have a workshop trigger just here, so you can come up, customize, repair and repaint your vehicles. This is also your reset point, so if you buy, lease anything, it's going to appear roughly here. All of our equipment is at the main farm, so what I'm going to do is lease a pickup and we'll go round in that. Just bear in mind the slot count will show different after this because we've leased this, but I will go through all of that later. And there we go, there is our pickup. So let's jump in there. First port of call, I'm going to show you the first of the placeable areas because it is pretty much right next to us. So if we go down this sort of concrete slabbed road, this is the first of the placeable areas. As you can see, nice and open, nice and flat looking, and it does come with this field in front of us, which is 41. To our right is the biggest of the forestry areas. So as you can see, nice good sized trees and nice workable trees, and like I say, you're easily going to make your money back on that in no time at all. Right, as you can see, it is nicely built up. It looks lively, lived in. It looks like a real place. This is kind of the main road that sweeps up to the north of the map and then cuts across the middle. I'll show you quick, it'd be easier, wouldn't it? So yeah, it cuts down. This is the main road that we're on now. It comes through and it goes all the way down to there and it disappears into a tunnel down there. The traffic is quite frequent and it is quite rapid, so be careful. First of all, here we have the grape processing unit, which you can sell your grapes or use it as a production point. And moving on, I've mentioned traffic, we've also got people walking around, so there is life on the map. As you can see, there's two people there. This is the bakery. And then across the road, if I can make it, we've got the restaurant sale point just there. I'm going to do a loop around. These hedges don't have any collisions on, so that's pretty handy. They look like they should do, but they haven't. Next door is the tailor shop. So again, another production point. And then if we swing right, we've got a few things going on in here. But as you can see, it's nicely done. It's sort of all industrial area now here. There's a few houses about, a little well there. I like it, I like this map. Right in front of us, we have the debris crusher, which is obviously for selling your stones. And then this one here is the sugar mill, again a production chain. You can do what you wish to. I'm going to do this next bit on foot because it's a bit easier. And we will start down this end. This is quite cool. I like what they've done here. So just in here, this bit here, you can buy seeds from here. There's a little bit of a clue if you get a bit mixed up. Seed bags there. Obviously you can tag them up on the map if you want to, like so. In fact, I'll tag the next one up like so. Next up, there's another buy point. This is for mineral feed. Again, we've got the pallets of the bags there. To pull up there, you can buy mineral feed there. And then we have a lime buy point, but you can also buy solid fertilizer from there. So just from there, underneath there, you can buy lime and solid fertilizer. Around this side, this is a sell point. This is going to be for your wool and cotton. So pretty cool. And then down here we have another buy point. Now it only shows liquid fertilizer there, but you can buy herbicide from here as well. The easiest thing to do is to go into your menu if you get a little bit stuck. If I scroll down at the bottom, herbicide, top right, purchase of sprays we can buy it for. They are selling it at 120, and same for liquid fertilizer, like so. So there you go, that's pretty cool. If I spin round, behind us we have the biomass heating plant, which you can sell your wood, straw, your poplar boughs. Pretty cool. So that is that area. Quite a bit going on there. Sometimes when you see it on the map, you're like, oh, that's a bit crowded. But when you actually get down here, it's nicely spaced out. It's a decent area. And then moving on from there, just outside, we have got a sell point there. This is kind of like one of your main sell points for all your sort of standard crops. It takes a few root crops as well. This is ZZN Granary. Just in under there. You can drive all the way around. And then we need to scoot into here. It's a little bit tight, some of these areas, so you're not going to be wanting to use huge machinery. Right in front of us, just here, this is the animal dealer sell point. So this is going to be for like your bales or loose grass, hay, straw and silage. We'll just do this little area and I'll show you where we sort of been. Just here, this is a cool touch as well. You can buy manure from this point. You've got the manure heap there, and you can also buy slurry just there, which is pretty cool. If I jump out, we've got the actual animal dealer just here. If I click on that, it's showing these animal pens because these are at our main farm. I didn't really show you that, but we have a chicken coop at the main farm, a pigsty, a horse barn, a cow barn, and they are all large ones as well, so that's pretty smart. Right, back in the pickup. Try not to get smashed into. We need to sort of just go back on ourselves a little bit and then go up here because we've got 3 sell points right on top of each other. Just here in front of us with the green roof, that's the farmers market sell point, which is just here. Round the back we have the supermarket sell point, and then just here we have the pizzeria sell point. Awesome. Right, let's stop here and I will show you the map. So we started off down at the shop, we came out, we went across this little stone slabbed road. That's the placeable area in that field. There's the forestry area. Across there, we went over there, which was the grape processing unit. We did all this lot here, where your buy points are. I came across and in the animal dealer with the sell points and the buying the slurry manure. Across the road to these 3 sell points, and we are going to head down now to 5 production chains, which are all bunched together. What I like about this map is it isn't flat everywhere. Look at that sweeping up through there. Like I say, some decent sized fields. 48 there on our right is one of the grass meadows. That's got a decent size to it. I think some of the fields will be a little bit challenging harvesting them. Right, first of all in here we've got the oil mill. And then next door behind it is the cereal factory, just there, like so. And then over there is the grain mill. And if I jump out, on the left we've got the dairy. And then on the right we've got carpentry. So that is that area done. Nice and easy. We're going to head right down to the bottom. There's a sell point there on its own, which is just there in the background. And again, this is pretty cool down this end of the map. I mean, there's going to be a challenge already in that field to our left, because you've got the electricity poles running through the middle of it. Excuse me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So this is that field 50 I was on about, which is quite cheap to buy. That has got grass growing in there at the minute. But that is quite a decent size that. We do have a train track there. I haven't seen a train come along yet. I think it's just for decoration. It kind of disappears. It either ends through into a tunnel. The track, that is, not the train. I haven't seen a train. But just in here we've got a sell point, and this was, what is this? This is railway granary. Again, it's a sort of main sell point. You've got some decent room in some of these sell points. You can drive all the way up the end here and turn around. And now we are going to head on out, and we are going to go to our main farm. Starting farm in new farmer mode. I will talk about that a bit later. I do really like this drive up to the farm. Again, you've got these sort of concrete slabs that make up the road. But as you can see, it's got a gradual sweep up. Nothing horrendous. But I don't know why, I just really like this drive up there. Few trees, not too many. I need to concentrate because I nearly flipped the pickup earlier when I did my little snoop around earlier. So this is the forestry area that you inherit in new farmer mode. So as you can see, there's a decent amount of trees on here, and they are decent size and nice workable trees. Now, another thing I like is this farm. I like the way it's been done. I like the layout of it, and it's still got plenty of room to sort of move around, add things more in. So this is it. What we'll do is we'll run around the farm, I think, so you'll see some of the equipment, and then I'll go through all the slot counts and things like that in a second. So starting off with, I should tell you what, I'll show you this first, because all these gates open and close, and I think all this has been done very well with the gates. A couple of gates there, even gates to our farmhouse we can open. It just looks very cool. So there's the farmhouse from Haute Belleron. We do have a dog. Miracle. So we'll give them some feed. I don't know where they are. So up the steps, sleep trigger's just there. And then round the side, if you're familiar with the Haute Belleron house, you already know this. We do have a garage, and we can open and close the door. That is your wardrobe. We can turn the lights on in this garage, like so. So that's your wardrobe. There's the dog. Cool. We'll go around this way. We have a water tank, which is again standard base game 1, so that will charge you, but there is a little sort of pond there, little lake, and I tested that. You can fill up from there for free if you want to, so that is something cool. Right, I'll quickly show you again. So we left these production chains down here, came back up the concrete drive, and we're now up here scooting around our farm. Got a nice big open shed with some of our equipment in. As you can see, you do start off with a decent amount set up, ready to go for a bit of grass work. We do have a fertilizer spreader here. I'll go through all the equipment in more detail in a second. This is our farm silo, again base game equipment. It is a 500,000 litre capacity, will hold just your standard crop types. Tip in there, pipe out just there. And then we have this shed, which is a very nice shed. This, we've got a drive-through workshop, so again just there. There is lights on, or in here should I say, but they only activate from this sort of main building, and same underneath there. I couldn't get them to work, but you can just come in anywhere and switch them on. If I go back out there, they're on, and they should be on as well. Yes, they are. Awesome. So again, nice big drive-through shed like so. Then we've got kind of an open end to it where more of our equipment is as well. Cool equipment. We do have a bunker silo around the back just there. Spin around. We've got our pig sty just there. We've got a manure heap for the pig sty, which is pretty cool. So that will fill up automatically and you can empty it from there. This is where you're going to tip your feed in for your pigs. This will hold 270 pigs. Pretty smart. You can open these doors if you wish. I love the way the animal pens now in FS22, the fences follow the landscape, which is pretty cool. Right down the end here is where you're going to collect your slurry for your pigs. And this is a nice little touch as well. This is a slurry pit, or liquid manure tank to be precise. This is just for storing your slurry, so if you're a bit overrun from your slurry from your pigs and your cow barn, which is there, you can tip it into there and store it here. This has got a 500,000 litre capacity, and then you can take it back out on that pipe. So pretty smart. There's our cow barn. Again, it's all base game equipment. You're going to collect your milk from there. Cows will appear out there. Your dialogue box is there. 80 cows this will hold. All your feed and your straw for your bedding is going to be tipped in through here. And you can drive through. Again, your slurry you will collect there. And then there's another manure pit there, which is pretty cool. Like so. We've got our chicken coop, which is just here. So your eggs will appear there. Your dialogue box, that will hold 360 chickens, and that's where you're going to tip in your feed, your wheat, barley or sorghum. Then we've got a shed, which has got 3 opening doors, a couple of tractors in there. Again, you can turn on the lights inside. This is our horse barn. We can open these gates if you want. Like so. There's your dialogue box. This will hold 14 horses. And we can open those doors if you wish to. And then your straw and your feed will be tipped in there as well. We've got a little bit of shed space on there. Like so. And then we're back at the kind of start. Like so. So let's have a look at our equipment and slot counts. So we'll go through new farmer mode first. In new farmer mode, it's not 1163 because we leased the pickup. It is 1,157 slots in new farmer mode. But we do start off with some decent equipment. So we get 2 medium tractors. We've got the FS22 Vario, the John Deere 7810. We've got a nice harvester, the New Holland CH7.70. We've got a Rudolph trailer, header for your harvester, a Cavernan plough, the Lemkin cultivator, Pottinger seeder, Hardy sprayer. We got 2 fertilizer spreaders. We got the Bredel or Breedle, that will spread lime as well, so that's pretty cool. And then the Amazon, which I'm a big fan of that spreader. I think that's awesome for base game equipment. We've got a weeder, the Einbock weeder, a side and a front mower, a tedder, a windrower, a loading wagon, a trailer for your header, and we've got a couple of weights, a John Deere 1150 and the Agco 1100, like so. Now, if you come on here in Farm Manager or start from scratch, none of this is here. No buildings, no animal pens, no fences, gates, nothing. None of this is here. Weirdly enough, and I thought this was really weird, is the tedder is there. You start off with a tedder, nothing else in those 2 modes. I'm guessing they forgot to erase that, but in Farm Manager and start from scratch, you just get a tedder. It is there in your garage, and it is here in that exact same spot. But none of the buildings, farm silo, nothing is here. And the slot count in those 2 modes is 823. If you get rid of the tedder, you can get it down to 819. Now, in new farmer mode, if you sell off just your equipment, so all the vehicles, all of your equipment I've just showed you, you can get it down to 981 slots. If you sell off all of the buildings, you can delete all the fences and gates. That doesn't lower the slot count, it just gets rid of them. You can even get rid of the hedges here, because they will remain if you sell that farmhouse. You can even sell off, or get rid of, should I say, this little fence that goes around this tree. You can get rid of that. There is another sort of wire fence, which we'll see on the way out, that runs across the back of our farm, behind the pig sty. I think there's a bit of it round the back of the chicken coop here. Yeah, there. You can get rid of all of that, and that makes this one huge open area, which is what it looks like in Farm Manager and start from scratch. And if you want to do that, or if you come on here in Farm Manager and start from scratch, this area will look something like this. So, that is a very huge area. Right, let's carry on the tour and finish the tour. We're going to head out the back of our farm. You get to see a little bit of the fields and landscape up here. As you can see, there's a lot of room here. You can easily, you know, add a bit, take a bit away. But we've got fences all the way along here. There's the wire fence there. Can get rid of all of those to open it right up. If we take a left here, I do love the distance. If you look around, you've got all the mountains and hills in the background. You can see some of the places we've already visited. I like this bit, going through the rocks. Got a very nice feel to this map. Yes, this track is quite bumpy, but you would expect that on a dirt track. Running between a load of fields. So we've got another forestry area there on the left, right next to the sawmill. And here is our sawmill. Like so. Sell your wood there, use it as a production chain, get wood chips, etc, etc. But it's been nicely done again, nice decoration around it. Plenty of room to turn around and drive around. And then we've got these kind of concrete slabs on the drive back out to the main road. But there is the nice view and the fields. Now let's try not to crash. Can I get through a map tour without hitting anything? Well, I don't think I have anyway, unless some of you guys have spotted that I have. Right, this is the other placeable area. Again, this is quite a huge area. Nice and flat. So you could easily build your own farm here, and it comes with that other field as well. If you wanted to go down that route, let's cut out through this way. Next up on the left is a fuel station. Again, what I like about this, instead of it just being flat and you can drive in from any sort of angle, it's raised up and you have to actually come up and go round. So you can fuel up from here. I will do that. Cost us €1. Plenty of room again to turn around and go out. And then last of all, that's how the traffic disappears through the tunnels, which is quite cool. We've got the spinnery, which is just there. Again, use it as a sell point or production chain, whatever you wish. But that is it. That is the map. I'll just show you quickly where else we went. So we come out of our main farm, we cut out this way through these back fields, up round like that, into the sawmill, down there, up there, past the placeable area, up there, fuel station, and then the spinnery, and we are in someone's sugar beet field, so we will probably get shouted at. But that is it. I think the only thing I didn't show you was this little forestry area here, but that is fine. You can go and experiment that. It's probably that one over there in the distance. That is Medvedin by Midas MGS. I hope you have all enjoyed the map tour. If you have, please give us a thumbs up, because that goes a long way to supporting the channel. And if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do, and don't forget to smash that bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. Depending on when you are watching this, I'm recording this on Monday, what is the date today? 28th, isn't it? 28th. I am planning on going live again. Live stream for episode 2, if you want to call it that, on Greenlands tomorrow, 7 PM UK time. I hope you can join me. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay frosty.